Tyler smiled in a way only I could see. The corners of his lips were always a little curled. He never looked like he wasn't in on a private joke. And when there was a private joke, his upper lip pressed the lower one, the change to the set of his face infinitesimally small. Yet his eyes lit up by a fraction of a degree. He locked his phone and slipped it into his pocket. "What's so funny?" I asked in a low voice. Thirsty Thinker was loud enough with an entire hockey team celebrating the first victory of the new year. Tyler glanced at me. "Our chat." I snorted. I'd flooded his inbox with memes before the game. It was a calming technique before a big game, getting my mind off the anxiety. And Tyler had a particular taste for the silly kind of memes. He loved seeing Gollum in job interviews. I wasn't a diehard fan, but my best friend was. I figured you'd like that. As we lifted our glasses, a few gazes around the table darted somewhere behind us. The tables we had joined together were filled with all the usual suspects. Our captain, Beckett Partridge, and his right-hand man, Caden Jones, sat across from Tyler and me. On either side of the couple sat Jordan Mitchell and his little stepbrother and sulk of the year, Asher Sullivan. It was always smart to seat them away from one another with enough of a buffer. It hadn't happened yet, but we all anticipated Asher spilling his drink on Jordan. It would be fair since Jordan would probably start the fight by reminding Asher that he shouldn't be drinking in the first place. Tyler and I would take the opposite sides just for shits and giggles. Another freshman, Phoenix, sat next to Asher. And next to him was our goalie, Sawyer, his physics tutor turned boyfriend, Noah, an empty chair, and then Avery. When the gazes lifted to the door on the far side of the cavern, I knew who it was without looking. Even so, I turned to glance at Grayson Reed walking confidently between the scattered tables. He wore a little smile and shrugged, his palms open, his arms spreading a little. "Here I am." "I hope you brought your wallet," Beckett said. Grayson's smile was tight as he nodded. "Serves me well for making silly bets." He passed around the end of our tables and threw his arm around Avery, who stood to greet him. The two kissed like they were alone on the face of the earth before they both sat down. Grayson, the captain of our nemesis team, the Blizzard Breakers, had made a little bet with Beckett about the outcome of tonight's game. We were getting a free round of drinks for the glory we had snatched from his team out on the ice. "You never learn, do you?" Avery stated. The flat expression on his face was softer around his eyes now that Grayson was here. It was impossible to miss when a guy was in love up to his ears.